Right, so let's find the sum of this, right? So I'm pretty sure you don't want to do it manually because, the 20, right? That means we're going to find 20 terms and add them up. But the good news is we're going to use our new equations to help us out. Okay? And how we use our new equations, we really want to break it down to a clear breakdown. So essentially, since this is subtraction, according to our property 2, I can split them up, right? So property 2 says I can split them up individually. So this essentially is the sum of 2k squared from k equals 1 to 20 minus the sum of 3 of k equals 1 to 20, like that. Okay. And now moreover, notice there's a constant in front of here, which means from property 1, I can bring it to the front. So I can do one more process, and it's going to be 2 times the sum of k squared from k equals 1 to 20 minus the sum of the same thing on the other one. Now the reason why I say you want to break it down to mere basics is at this point now, you want to see which equation is going to help us, right? Because we know k squared, so if I just, put my finger over that 2, the sum of k squared is given to me. It's right there, right? Where n is, in this case, is going to be 20. So all we have to do is plug in, substitute 20 into here, and we get this sum, and then at the end we just multiply by 2. Over here, this is a constant, which is rule 1. So this answer, this sum over here is going to be c times n, or in this case, 3 times 20. So that's how we're going to use these rules to help ourselves out when it comes to it. So let's finish this up. So it's going to be 2 times, and again, just looking at a formula sheet, or a formula, k squared is in n equals 20. It's going to be 20 times 20 plus 1 times 2n plus 1. So 20 times 2 is 40 plus 1 all over 6. Again, that 2 because it's represented at 2, right? Minus, over here, it's going to be 3 times 20 as that answer. And at this point, right, we just plug in the calculator and slowly break it down. So 20 times 21 times 41 divided by 6 times 2 should give us 5,740, and then minus 3 times 20 is 60. So grand total of the sum is 5,680. So 5,680. Okay. All right, so let's try the next one. So same process, we're going to break it down as much as we can. So notice it's very similar to what we just did here. So it's going to be the sum of 2k from 1 to 30 minus the sum of k cubed from 1 to 30. And the same thing, I'm going to put that 2 on the outside, so I know I have its bare breaks down here. And again, right, that 2 does not go here because that 2 is in front of the k, not over here. So it really is distributive property, right? Order operations does matter still in the summations. Okay? And now at this point, we do the same thing we did on the other side. So now we're going to use 2 different ones. We're going to do with k. So when n is, in this case, 30, we're going to plug in 30 for this one, get that one. And cubed is down here. So when n is 30 as well. Okay? So let's do that. So it's going to be 2 times. So k is going to be 30 times 30 plus 1 divided by 2 minus cubed. So that's 30 plus 1, very similar, divided by 2, and just squared is the only difference. And again, at this point, we just multiply and see what we get. So 30 times 31 divided by 2 times 2, just cancel each other out. So that's 930 minus 30 times 31 divided by 2, and you squared it, gives us a very big number. And then finally, subtracting them gives us our final product. Negative. And there we go. Okay. So why don't you guys try the next 3? Okay. Just quick pause video. So 3, 2, 1, pause, and try it out. All right, so hopefully you guys try these out. So I'm going to go a little quicker, hopefully, when it comes to it. So again, I'm just going to break it down. So k squared, so it's 30. Okay, hopefully you guys got that for C. And then D, we gotta do a couple more things, right? This is a triple one. So just don't forget about the 10. It's just not 10, right? It's still in the sequence itself. Okay. So breaking this one down, hopefully you guys got this. Oops. And then plus 18 times 10 as your final product. Okay, so let's see what we get here. Okay, hopefully you guys got that. And the final one, I'm just gonna break it down for you guys. And there we go. Right, and just slowly simplify that portion there. Okay, so that pretty much ends this section when it comes to it. So there's your sequences.